Hey guys, so it feels like every other day I'll get an email from a manufacturer of some sort saying, hey, can you do a review on our product? We'll pay you. And 99% of the time it's just, no, sorry, I'm not all that interested in your Arduino clone. But this is something different. It's unpaid, but they did send it for free, so that's nice. It's a crypto hardware wallet. I use Bitcoin myself. We accept it at MalTronicscom of sorts. So I have some, not much, but some lying around. And I've never really looked at getting a hardware wallet. I've always wanted to. I always thought it's kind of cool to have like a physical backup protection thing, but I just haven't. But this is, well, it seems to be one of the most extravagant Bitcoin, well, crypto in general, because it supports a bunch, hardware wallets I've ever seen. The makers tout it as simply impenetrable. So is it impenetrable? Let's find out right after this. MalTronicscom is your one-stop hacker hardware shop. Malduinos, Wi-Fi enabled keyloggers, USB protectors, and Wi-Fi deauthors all under one roof. It accepts crypto, of course, so check it out in the description. It really helps support the channel because, of course, it is run by myself. MalTronicscom in the description. So the Kobo Vault is not available to buy per se. Well, it's on Indiegogo, so you can get it now for a reduced price. It's $2.99, so it is still quite pricey, even though this $2.99 price is reduced from $4.79, so $500 for a hardware wallet. It's up there, but I guess if you're a Bitcoin millionaire, that's not too much to worry about. As you can see, it is touted as military grade, so I am expecting quite a bit from this. It says right here it's got a built-in self-destruct mechanism, blah, 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 water resistant. I think it's drop resistant as well. I think you could smash it with a hammer and it would be fine. So I have a lot of hopes for this thing. So yeah, let's just tear into the box. I was sent a review guide to like walk me through all the different features, I guess, but the download link has expired on it. So I'll just be going at this blind. I mean, again, it's not released, so there isn't much information out there about it. Kobo Vault, it says there. I think it's got a security protection thing, but I have already gone through that. So let's get this up. Gosh, they're like Apple. Apparently, the inside of Apple products, well, inside of the boxes, they seal it at a certain pressure, so it kind of opens up slowly, and it looks like they've done that here. So here you are, the Kobo Vault. This looks like it's the device itself. It looks like an Android phone from like 2010. It's got a screen, the bezels are slightly big on it, but I guess the main point is that it keeps your coins nice and safe. This thing has no points of access, apparently, so it hasn't got any ports, not that I can see. It's got a camera to scan QR codes. That's how it kind of communicates, I guess. But no, there's no ports on this thing. It looks like if you wanted to open it, which, by the way, if you do try and open this hardware wallet, it will self-destruct, supposedly, so I'm not going to be trying that. It has got one point of access it has got is, I don't know if you can see it, but in here there is I think it's a micro SD card, and that's for updating firmware. So updating firmware sounds a bit edgy. I'm not sure how secure that is really. If someone were to, put some dodgy firmware out there, that would be the only kind of worry I'd have. But it comes with the battery separately. So the battery is separate because if the battery corrodes, you don't necessarily want it to take the device along with it and either destroy it or make it so you have to do a really tricky repair. Because again, this thing is closed, you can't open it. So if you had to make a battery slot there, it just complicates things. So that just kind of magnetically, I think, just fits on there. And there you have it. It's kind of thick, probably like just shy of an inch, I'd reckon. It's got an on button, but we're going to put it to one side and look at what else you get in this box. What does your $299 get you, or your $500 if you get it after the Indiegogo? So let's see. We've got this, which I think is like your backup. So this stores a mnemonic. That's a tricky word. It stores a phrase, basically. So if your Kobo Vault is lost, destroyed, stolen, or whatever, the idea is you would still have access to your coins because this would be your backup password, per se. So you could put your password in here, then put it in a safe deposit box. I guess that's the idea. And then you just kind of don't think about it until you need it, which is cool. And can I, by the way, just say that the build quality on all this is actually top notch. I mean, it's aluminium, I think, or steel. I think that's aluminium. But yeah, everything is nicely etched. The logo there, I can't really fault it, to be honest. So let's move on to this thing. I think this is like the actual vault for the Kobo vault. So it looks like it's a hard drive enclosure, but I think if you open this up, there you are. You've got space to put in your Kobo vault itself, or the Kobo, like the device, and then the battery. I think like that goes in there, does it? Yeah, and that just closes up. It doesn't lock, but the idea is this is actually quite heavy, probably like half a kilo, maybe even a kilo. I don't know, I'm terrible at estimating weights, but the idea is this is waterproof, I think, impact proof. It's your coins aren't going anywhere in this. And it stores the battery and the device separately, because of course if your battery explodes, at least your coins will be fine. I think that's the premise. Let's see. And also something about the mnemonic phrase holder is, we'll get to it in a second, but you've got these little aluminium or steel letters you'll put in there, and that makes this fire retardant. So if it gets caught in house fire, it's like aluminium, it's steel, I don't know what it is, but it won't melt and your mnemonic phrase will be intact. So let's leave this in here, just kind of stick that in there and put that to the side for a moment. We've got oh, okay. This must be the battery charger. Okay, so you stick your battery charger in there, and it's got a USB-C connector, which I think we have this for removing the micro SD card, and then it comes with your USB-C charger. So you'd stick that in there and stick that into a USB port. I don't think it comes with an actual USB to AC adapter, but like we all have like a million of those lying around, so that's not a great big issue. It also comes with a screwdriver for, I don't know, we'll find out in a minute, I guess. Right, what else do we have under here? We have a quick start guide, which I will probably need. I usually throw these things away, but yeah, that might, oh crap. Oh, look, what's this? Warranty card. Okay, I'll keep that safe. I will take a look at this in a second when we get to setting it up. This. Shaker. So this stores your letters for your mnemonic phrase, I think. So it's like an advent calendar. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18. Okay, we're just shy of an advent calendar, but I don't think you get chocolates in these things. God damn it. Let's take a look. Okay. Oh, the build quality is like exquisite. Oh, damn. Let's zoom in. Okay, so these are the little metal letters. Did I say little letters? I don't know, but so behind this little door, you have letters, and they all have a little A on them, and they're really high quality. They're like laser etched, and yeah, and then B and K. I don't know why they put B and K together, but I guess that's how it works. And with your little screwdriver here, you actually get your mnemonic thingy, and you can, I'm not going to do it now, but you remove all 4 screws on this thing, and then you can take this front plate off and slide in your letters, and yeah, get your phrase, kind of like a little private key you have. But I don't know too much about that. We'll get into it when we look at the setup. But yeah, everything's really high quality. So far I am impressed so far, but subject to change, I guess. Okay, so I've already installed the Kobo Vault mobile app. I did that earlier. You have to scan this QR code because it isn't on the App Store. I'm not sure if it's on the Play Store, but you have to scan this and it takes you to some website and it downloads this app directly to your phone. I'm guessing it's probably going to be on the App Store when they release it because it was kind of edgy and I had to go into iOS's settings and make sure I trusted the developer before it would let me use the app. So that's a bit of a pain. Let's just clean the screen here. I did open it up earlier to take a look, and I left the screen looking a bit messy. It didn't come like that. Hold the power button for 3 seconds. Hey, Kobo Vault. I guess it's doing its first time setup. Whilst doing that, I'm just going to grab some coffee. Delicious. Kobo Vault. Yeah, this is definitely Android, I think. I haven't used Android in so long. English. Thank you. Let's try that again. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm kind of worried. It took me like 5 presses to do that. Okay, let's put that down to a momentary hiccup. If that continues, then we could have a problem, but visit Kobo. Okay, so this is cool. So Kobo have taken into account all types of security threats, and they've come up with a supply chain issue. So let's say, for example, you order your Kobo Vaults, but the UPS guy is a bit of a dick, and he also turns out to be like an evil mastermind, and he takes your Kobo Vault and injects some firmware into it, and he does something and he messes it up, and he tries to steal your coins, or something like that. Well, when you get your Kobo Vault, you have to scan a QR code on their website, and it'll do some internal, I don't know whether it does checksum or whatever, but it will verify that your Kobo Vault has not been tampered with, so to speak. So let's do that. Web authentication. Okay, so we've got a QR code here, and Okay, so you enter the 8 characters you see on your Kobo Vault, and it does some maths magic, I would imagine. So just get this in frame. Okay, so what do I do here? Scan QR code. Okay. You scan the QR code. Okay, after some trying, that worked. I know I'm kind of getting a bit iffy about the hardware here and how great it is, given sometimes it doesn't register taps, and that QR code took a while to authenticate. So I guess I just put in. Okay, so you tap verify, and then it should tell me that my device is secure. So I'm going to be like, that's amazing, because anything else would be rather inconvenient. So I just tap, it succeeded, and there we are, we're in the device. The mnemonic phrase is the only way to recover your vault. Do not take a photo, or share it, or store it anywhere. So I'm going to blank this out. I should go write this down. Once it tells you your mnemonic phrase, you have to write it down and then confirm it by filling it all in. So it's just a one-time thing, so it shouldn't be too much of a hassle. However, I have to say the last 5 minutes of trying to confirm my mnemonic phrase have been the most stressful 5 minutes of the entire day. Like, oh gosh, so it gives you a keyboard, and I know it's blurred out right now. It'll give you this keyboard, and sometimes you tap letters, but they won't. Like you feel the vibration, like it's confirmed you've tapped a letter, but nothing will type, and then it will change to Chinese, and it's just an absolute pain. Okay, so I realize the length of this video. As it stands, I've transferred 56 whole cents to my Kobo app. So there's an app that goes along as well with this. So the idea is that when you're making a transaction, you'd sign it with this, kind of like a key, just to verify everything. So I've given it some money, some Bitcoin, and I'm going to try and transfer it, and we can see what that signing process is like. So if you were to send a transaction, how involved is that? So let's go and do that. So let's go to, okay, so I want to send some Bitcoin. Let's send from this wallet, and I'll receive it with my Coinbase wallet. So, okay, so once you go to send someone money, you have to scan the QR code with the Kobo Vault. Okay, and then you get a signature from that, apparently. So if we go to my Kobo Vault, okay, you tap this. Okay, scan QR code. It's just not working. I'm trying to send myself my money. It won't work. It won't scan the damn QR code. Like, let's try and get this up close so you guys can see what I'm actually seeing on the screen here. Let's try and get it actually in the frame. I mean, usually with scanning QR codes with my iPhone, you know, it scans it before you even, like, before the camera has even rendered. It's really fast, but this is just kind of pointless. It's futile. It's not scanning, goddammit. Like, what do I need to do? If I bring it up a bit? No. I mean, it's in perfect focus there, but it's just not working. Yeah, I'm giving up. I'll try at another point to retrieve my Bitcoin. I mean, there's only 50 cents on there, but... So I think this is where I have to end today's video, on kind of a bit of a failure. I'm more than happy to, in the future, take another look at the Kobo Vault, hopefully with some upgraded firmware. But, I mean, the build quality is there, the device is really solid. I would imagine the guys who made it are very much, like, hardware guys, like hardware in the sense of, you know, they're probably very good with Fusion 360, I'll say that, because the devices have very clean angles, they're very nicely made. But the actual technology inside the Kobo Vault, like the touchscreen wouldn't register, it would keep on switching to Chinese. You guys need to get a UX UI guy, because it's just, it could be great, but it's just lacking right now. And with trying to scan that QR code near the end, like, it's just 50 cents, but if you're out on, say if you're some Bitcoin millionaire and you're trying to make a deal with someone, and you get this thing out and you're trying to scan this QR code for like 2 minutes, it's just a bit ridiculous. Like, damn, it's just on the little things that it's kind of caught up on, but you need that QR code scanning to be on point. QR codes shouldn't be hard to scan. But yeah, I guess, what can I say? I'm more than happy to do a video on it in the future if the guys get in touch and provide some updated firmware. But for now, it's going to be, for now I'm putting it on hold, let's say that. And of course, I forgot to film an outro. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I mean, it was interesting looking at this thing. Hopefully they can fix the issues, and gosh, I want it to be great because it's got so much potential. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, remember to like it. I will be doing a bunch of giveaway streams next weekend because of, well, Black Friday's on the Friday, so MalTronics will be, of course, getting involved in that, and I'll be giving away a bunch of stuff for free. So check out, turn notifications on. That's very important. If you don't have notifications on, you're going to miss the giveaways. Next week, giveaways. And yeah, thanks for supporting the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already, and stay tuned for more hacking videos. Have a good one.